line was supposed to be secure. It connected directly to the Continental Air Defense Command, the top-secret military bunker charged with watching the skies for Soviet bombers. On a cold night in November 1955, the red phone rang. The director of operations answered, expecting a crisis. Instead, he heard a small child asking if they could speak to Santa Claus. The mistake was innocent. A Sears department store had run an advertisement in a local Colorado newspaper, inviting children to call Santa on a special hotline. But the paper misprinted the number. Instead of ringing a gift-wrapping desk, the ad published the unlisted number for the CONAD Commander-in-Chief's alert line. It was a one-digit error that bridged the gap between the highest stakes of the Cold War and the innocence of childhood. Colonel Harry Shoup had a choice. He could hang up. He could issue a statement correcting the error. He could treat the intrusion as a security breach. The phone kept ringing. Shoup didn't disconnect the line. He told his staff to check the radar for signs of the sleigh. And when the next child called, he gave them a location. He told them Santa was currently over the North Pole, making his way south. In doing so, Shoup didn't just save Christmas for a few confused kids. He inadvertently created a new kind of military operation. The following year, the press asked if the military would be tracking Santa again. Shoup, a career officer who had fought in World War II and Korea, said yes. When CONAD was replaced by the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, in 1958, the Santa mission survived the transition. It became a permanent fixture within the most powerful air defense complex in human history. The same systems designed to detect a Soviet ICBM launch were now being repurposed to track a sleigh pulled by 9 reindeer. This is the central irony of the program. NORAD Tracks Santa is grounded in absolute technical precision. It utilizes the same radar chain, the same satellites, and the same jet fighters that protect the sovereign airspace of the United States and Canada. They don't mock the data. They treat the flight path as a legitimate air traffic control problem. Generations of children have grown up believing that the most powerful military on Earth is dedicated to helping a fat man in a red suit deliver presents. And for one night a year, the military-industrial complex presents itself not as a machine of war, but as a guardian of magic. In the 21st century, the stakes for the myth have changed. When the tradition began, the public trusted the military implicitly. Today, that trust is more complicated. Yet, the program has adapted. It survived the Cold War. It survived 9/11. It survived the rise of the internet. Volunteers now answer calls and emails from over 200 countries. The website receives millions of hits. In a world of deepfakes and algorithmic skepticism, NORAD provides a rare constant, an authoritative voice telling a comforting lie. We often assume that traditions are created by design, handed down by decree, but NORAD Tracks Santa is an accident, a bureaucratic error that humanized a monolith. It reminds us that technology is only as cold as the people running it. For the hundreds of volunteers who answer the phones every December 24th, this is not a public relations stunt, it is a sacred duty. They aren't just tracking a fictional object, they are protecting the possibility of wonder. The radar never really sleeps. It watches the borders, tracks the orbits, and scans the horizon for threats. But once a year, it looks for something else. And on that night, even the sky is on the nice list.